It's the fourth and final workout of the lockdown program series. I have saved the best till last. It's glutes and hamstrings. Are you ready for it? Let's get into it. Starting with a quick warm-up, go and grab your resistance band. We're just going to start with some arm rotations, nice and wide. Really stretch the chest. And then we're going to twist the body from side to side. Now, dropping that resistance band, we're going to go into some full body twists, so swing those arms out. This is going to work the core and also all of your back muscles, just limbering up all of your joints. Shaking it out. We're going to go into some reverse lunge, so arms up, step back knee goes all the way to the ground, alternating from your right leg to your left leg. Make sure that that front thigh is parallel to the ground. This will also be working your stability, so go at your own pace. Now onto all fours, we're going to do a dragon. So nice wide stance, make sure that your wrists are aligned with your shoulders, and we're just going to do nice big circles with the hips. And then swapping over. Nice deep lunge. And circles in one direction. And then in the other direction. This should really loosen up your hamstrings and open up your hips. Slowly coming out of that position, we're going to do a yogic squat. Nice and deep here, make sure that your back is nice and flat. And you're going to push the elbows out into the knees and just sway from side to side. If you can't get this low, then you can put a block underneath your heels. Now we're going to open up the chest, so one hand down on the ground and stretching, looking up towards the sky. Nice and slow, back to a standing position. We're just going to do some nice wide hip opening squats. Feet a little wider than hip width. Make sure those hips are open, so push those knees out. We're going to come all the way down, full range of motion, into a nice deep squat, thighs parallel to the ground. And then push back up through those heels and squeeze those glutes at the top. Nice posterior pelvic tilt here, make those glutes work. Here's the side view. Squeeze hard. Notice how my chest is up throughout. My chest isn't caving in. Everything's nice and upright, and that's because I'm keeping my hips open and pushing my knees out. Shake it out, and here we go. You know the drill. Enjoy the 80s soundtrack and my interesting facials. We're going to start off with a glute activation circuit, so grab either one of the blue Strong Curves booty bands, so a lighter resistance. We're going to pop it around our ankles and then go ahead and lie on your tummy. Push the hips deep into the mat and squeeze those glutes hard. We're going to lift the legs up and pulse out on the band. Keep constant tension on that band, don't let it go slack, and keep those legs up. My knees are just lifted up off the ground. My focus really here is squeezing my glutes as hard as I can. And now we're going to go straight into Superman kicks. So same deal, we're just going to kick the legs up and down ever so slightly. If you're feeling this in your lower back, you can prop your hips up a little with either a bolster, a rolled up towel, or a cushion. But really, what's going to make this really effective is if you squeeze those glutes. Whew, should burn by now. Okay, let's go into a supine bent leg extension. Bend those knees up towards the ceiling. Keep that tension on the band by pushing your legs out and just squeeze the glutes and lift the knees. Keep squeezing. Your glutes should really be feeling it by now. Just a few more. Good job. Go ahead and grab either the pink or the purple band. That's a bit of a stronger resistance. We're going to pop it just above our knee. Lying on our backs with our knees up and feet planted on the ground. Make sure that your core is tight, spine is flush, squeeze those glutes, elbows into the mat, lift the hips up into a bridge. Same deal here, I want you to squeeze those glutes, dig through the heels, and push the knees out on that band. Don't just crunch into your lower back here. Think about doing a posterior pelvic tilt, so don't arch in the lower back. Keep your spine nice and neutral. Squeeze hard at the top. All the way up. Just a few more. Awesome job. And now we're going to go into bridge abduction. So stay exactly where you are at the top of that position and push the knees out against that band. Little pulses. Don't get sloppy. Keep those hips up. Don't let them drop. Keep squeezing those glutes. Okay, drop those hips down. We're going to go into a single leg bridge. So one leg up to the sky. Same deal, push off that grounded heel and squeeze those glutes. This is really challenging. We're going to do 10 per leg. All the way up. Good job. Let's do the other side. Dig that heel in. Squeeze hard. Hips all the way up, just a few more. Whew. First booty circuit, you're going to use one heavier dumbbell and the purple Strong Curves booty band. We're going to pop it around our knees, just above or just below, whatever works for you. Back against the bench, around about where your bra strap would be, that's the right height. Grabbing your dumbbell, we're going to pop that in the crease of our hips. You can pad your hips down with a towel underneath your dumbbell. Up into a hip thrust, so notice how my knees are at 90 degrees, my core is tight, and I'm doing a posterior tilt at the top, pivoting off the edge of that bench. Don't scoop the lower back, your spine stays neutral. Squeeze hard at the top. Notice how I'm looking forward throughout. That's going to really help you keep that posterior tilt to squeeze your glutes. Doing really good. Are your glutes on fire yet? Woo! All right, straight into abduction. So holding the top position and pulsing those knees out on the band. Keep that core tight, squeeze those glutes, don't let your hips drop. And holding for 10 seconds in this position. Push the knees out. Nearly there. Squeeze hard. Oh, good job. Dropping that dumbbell, we're going to go straight into single leg hip thrusts. 10 per side. So, same deal, just lift one leg up off the floor and ground through the other leg, squeezing up. Pivoting off the edge of the bench, don't scoop the lower back, protect that spine. Oh, these are so tough. Woo! Okay, let's do the other side. Ready? Let's go. All the way up. Squeeze. Let's keep that pace going. Don't get sloppy. I know these are so hard. Glutes on fire, hamstrings on fire, everything on fire. Nearly there. Oh, and have a rest. Have a little rest, go grab a drink, and I will see you for round 2. All right, round 2, let's do it. Hip thrusts, grabbing that dumbbell, placing it on our hips, bring the heels in, pivot off that bench up into full extension, knees at 90 degrees, core tight, squeeze those glutes. Notice how I'm like a tabletop at the top of this hip thrust, nice and flat. Don't overextend, don't crunch into your lower back. Really focus on that posterior pelvic tilt. Doing so good, nearly there. And holding at the top, we're going to do hip thrust abduction, so push those knees out on the band. Don't let your hips drop, don't get sloppy, squeeze those glutes. And holding for 10 seconds. Push those knees out on the band. Hips up. Nearly there. Good job. Let's drop that dumbbell, go straight into single leg hip thrusts. Keeping that band on, we're going to lift up one of the legs. Ground down and push up. Full range of motion, don't get sloppy here. I know you're already tired. Let's keep going. Squeeze those glutes. Nearly there. Other side. Let's do it. Ready? Lift that leg up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. All the way up. Squeezing hard. Dig through that heel. Nearly there. Oh, mama. Yeah, that's tough, huh? Okay, you know the score. Have a little rest, grab a drink, curse me, I don't care. I'll see you for round 3. Okay, round 3. Are you ready? Grab the dumbbell. Get into position. Feet nice and wide, point the toes out. Hips up. Let's go. Focus on that posterior tilt and core tight. Don't splay the core out, don't crunch into your lower back. Let's power these out now. All the way up, squeeze hard, come on. Don't get sloppy. Full range of motion. You're doing so good, we're nearly there. And into hip thrust abductions, pushing those knees out. Pulse them against that band. Keep squeezing those glutes, don't go slack. Hips up. Nearly there. And now 10-second holds. Keep that tension on the band, hips up. Look forward. I know everything's on fire, don't stop. Oh, good job. Okay, last ones, let's do this. Single leg hip thrust. Ready? Up we go. Dig through that leg and squeeze up. Nice fast pace with full range of motion, no cheating. Let's make it count. Squeeze. All the way up. I know it's burning. Oh, it burns. But that's how you know it's working. Let's do the other side. Ready? Ground through that foot. Up we go. Squeeze. Core tight. Full range of motion. Don't stop, ladies. I know this is a killer. You got this. Oh, good job. Have a little rest, grab a drink, and get ready for our next circuit. We're going to be using 2 of the lighter dumbbells and the pink Strong Curves booty band. I'll see you soon. second circuit, we're going to be using the pink Strong Curves booty band and 2 lighter dumbbells. So grabbing them in each hand, our first exercise is a static lunge. So lunge back, knees at 90 degrees. Keeping the weight forward, I'm going to push off my front foot. That front leg is doing all of the work. Full range of motion, bend both knees all the way to the ground and squeeze back up, straighten those legs. If this is challenging your balance, feel free to drop the dumbbells and just do body weight. Oh, they are tough. Shake it out and let's do the other side. Notice how I'm just balancing on my toes on that back leg. I'm not pushing off my back leg. It's the front leg doing all the work. The more you ground yourself through that leg, the easier it's going to be stable throughout this movement. Weight forward, nice neutral back. Squeeze those legs straight. Oh, dropping one of those dumbbells, we're going to keep the other one and we're going to go straight into sumo squats with a pulse. So nice wide stance. Point the toes out, open the hips, knees out, pulsing at the bottom, squeeze at the top. Full range of motion, make sure those thighs go all the way down. Notice how my shins are at 90 degrees to the ground. My knees are in line with my toes. Don't let them cave in. And yes, you can tell by my facials, I am squeezing hard at the top. Just a few more. Good job. Oh. Popping those dumbbells to the side and grabbing your pink Strong Curves booty band. We're going to pop these just above the knee. We're going to do frog pump abductions. We're going to go for 50 reps here, or as many as you can. Soles of the feet together, knees to the sky, dig the elbows in, lift the hips, and just pulse out on that band. Keep squeezing those glutes. If you have any ankle issues, feel free to just do a normal bridge with your soles of the feet on the ground. The main thing is to just squeeze those glutes hard, keep those hips up, and keep pushing out on that band. Just a few more. Oh. Ouchie. All right, we're going to have a little break, and I will see you for round 2. Are you ready for round 2? Let's do it. Static lunges, 15 per leg. Grabbing those dumbbells. We're going to take a nice wide lunge backwards. Knees at 90 degrees. Squeeze those legs straight. Nice fast pace. Notice how my weight is forward on that front leg. That's the one that's doing all of the work. You should feel this in your glutes, in your hamstrings, in your quads, everything lower body. Good job. Let's swap over and do the other side. Oh, this is getting tough, hey? Let's do it. Lunging all the way down. Back knee to the ground. Squeeze them out, let's go. Don't push off that back leg, let that front leg do all the work. Don't get sloppy, full range of motion, we're nearly there. Keep squeezing. Good job dropping one of those dumbbells. We're going to go straight into sumo squat pulses. Feet nice and wide, toes out, knees tracking the toes, squatting all the way down. Pulse and back up. Pulse and squeeze at the top. Don't let that chest cave forward. We want to keep a nice upright torso. Let the hips drop in between the feet. Thighs parallel to the ground. Keep that chest up. Nice posterior tilt at the top. Squeeze those glutes. Dropping that dumbbell, we're going to go and hodl over to our strong curves booty band, popping it just above the knee. Lying flat on our back. Core tight, dig those elbows in, soles of the feet together, squeeze those hips up and push out on the band. This should really burn, guys, but don't stop. Keep those hips up. Nearly there. Oh, yowza. Oh, have a little break, grab a drink, and we're going to go into round 3. See you soon. Are you ready for this? Round 3. Static lunges. Let's go. Nice wide stance. Knees all the way down. Squeezing off that front foot. Full range of motion. Squeeze those legs straight. You can do it. Oh, really good. Shake it out. Let's go straight into the other side. All the way down, all the way up. Let's go. Keep that pace up. Don't get sloppy. Let's make it count. Push that front foot forward. Oh, good job. Dropping that dumbbell straight into sumo squat pulses. I know, you're tired, I'm tired. We got this. Feet nice and wide. Toes out. All the way down. Squeeze back up. Really make the most of those pulses. You want to get all the way down, thighs parallel, and then pulse. Posterior tilt at the top, make those glutes work for it. Just a few more. Come on. You're doing so good. Don't give up now. Oh, this burns. Good job dropping that dumbbell, grabbing your band. Get some bands, she said. It'll be fun, she said. All right, popping it around the knees, onto your back, straight into frog pump abductions. Core tight, dig those elbows in, soles of the feet together, hips up, and pulse out on that band. As many as you can, don't stop. Feel it burn and keep going. That's where all the magic happens. Don't get sloppy now, keep those hips up, squeeze hard. We're nearly there. Oh, good job. We're gonna have a little break, grab a drink, and we're gonna go into our third and final circuit. See you soon. Okay, first round, we're going to start off with a Romanian deadlift. So grabbing your lighter dumbbells in each hand, we're going to do 15 reps here. So slightly bending the knee, push the hips back, let the dumbbells skim the thighs and the shins. Nice flat back, and then dig through the heels and squeeze the glutes at the top. Notice how I'm making a triangle shape almost with my body here. You want to keep the hips high, don't squat down with it. This is a deadlift. Just a micro bend in the knees, just enough to allow you to get full range of motion. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. And then snap the hips back up, squeeze hard at the top. Good job, let's drop those dumbbells. We're going to go into an elevated bridge. So on your back, you're going to put the arches of your feet on the edge of your bench. Dig the elbows in, nice flat back, core tight, and up we go, squeezing hard at the top. Full range of motion. Notice how my torso and my legs are completely flat like a tabletop. Don't hyperextend into the lower back. Keep focused on that posterior tilt. Really good. Now we're going to go into single leg elevated bridge. So one foot up to the sky. Same deal. Push off the arch of your foot. These are really, really tricky. Should be really burning by now. Feeling it in the glutes, in the hamstrings. All right, let's do the other side. Same deal. Leg to the sky. Let's go. Full range of motion. Get those hips up. Don't get sloppy. Nearly there. Oh, good job. Take a little rest, grab a drink, and I'll see you for round 2. Round 2, you ready? Picking up those dumbbells, we're going to go straight into a Romanian deadlift. Feet about hip width apart. Bend those knees slightly. Draw that dumbbell all the way down to the shins, flat back. Push the hips back. And squeeze hard at the top. Keep that spine nice and straight. Don't arch into your lower back. And don't round out either. Squeezing hard. Feel that stretch in the back of your hamstrings. Just a few more. Good job. Let's drop those dumbbells. And go into elevated bridge. So on your back. Feet on the edge of the bench. Dig those elbows in, core tight, hips up, and squeeze. Don't get sloppy now, full range of motion. Squeeze. Good job. Now we're going to do single leg, so one leg to the sky. And let's go. Dig through that heel. Hips all the way up. Don't get sloppy now. Oh, yes, it burns. Let's do the other side. Ready? Let's go. 2, 3, 4. Keep squeezing. Don't stop. We're nearly there. Oh, have a rest. Grab a drink, and I will see you for round 3. Oh, okay, round 3 I guess. Let's do it. Pick up those dumbbells, feet hip width apart, bend slightly through the knees, push the hips back, shins stay parallel. Let those dumbbells just slide all the way down the shins. Keep them flush against the thighs. Squeezing hard at the top, posterior pelvic tilt. Feel the stretch in the hamstring on the way down. And then squeeze the glutes on the way up. Just a few more. Good job. Let's set those dumbbells down and let's go straight into our elevated bridge. Flat on your back, arches of the feet on the bench, dig those heels in, core tight. Elbows to the mat, squeeze those hips up. Let's keep that pace going. Don't get sloppy now, this is the last round, let's make it count. Squeezing hard, all the way up. Okay, let's go straight into single leg elevated bridge, 10 per leg. Let's go. 3, 4, 5, all the way up. Keep squeezing. We're nearly there. Let's do the other side. Ready? Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hips up. Squeeze. You're doing so good. I know it burns. Don't stop. Ouchie. That was intense. Well done, ladies. Very proud of you. I'm clearly struggling. Let's go straight into our cool down. We're going to start off in child's pose. Hips towards the heels, knees go out wide, and just melt down into the mat beneath you. Close down your eyes and just focus on your breath. Feel your heartbeat slowing down. Nothing to do now but just relax. Slowly coming back up. We're going to lie down onto our back. Bring the knees up, soles of the feet on the ground, and then bring the left foot onto the right knee. And bring the knees all the way up to the chest. Threading your arms through and just grasping the back of your right thigh. You should feel this releasing all the tension in your hip. Nice stretch through the glute and the hamstrings. Nice deep breaths. Releasing, and let's swap over to the other side. With every inhale, I want you to lengthen your spine. With every exhale, just bring that left knee towards your chest just a little bit more. Good. Releasing and bringing both knees into the chest. Just cradle yourself, rocking from side to side. Nice, gentle rocking motions. This is going to massage your spine. And twisting over to the left side, let the knees drop to the ground. And that right shoulder and right arm just splay out to the right hand side. And that's giving your spine a nice stretch. Bringing the knees into center and then gently coming over to the other side. Don't forget to breathe here. Deep belly breaths. Slowly coming back up, we're going to grab a strap or a belt. You're going to hook it over the left arch of the foot and letting the right leg drop out. I'm going to stretch out the hamstring of the left leg here. You can take a micro bend in the knee if you need to. Make sure your hips are flush against the mat. And don't stretch into pain here. This is just an easy, gentle stretch. Letting the left foot drop out to the side. We're going to stretch all the inner thigh. Deep breaths. We're coming back into center. Releasing that foot. Let's stretch the right foot now. Hooking it over the arch of your foot. And just gently pulling that strap towards you. If you can keep your legs straight, that's great. If not, don't worry about it. And slowly dropping that leg out to the side. Feeling all the inner thigh release. deep breaths. Slowly coming back up to center. Release that foot. Slowly coming up into a seated position. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together and into the groin. Just let the knees drop out to the side. You can just gently pulse those knees up and down. Hope you enjoyed that cool down, you guys. Namaste. That completes our lockdown program. So now you've got all 4 and you're just going to repeat those every week. Make sure if you don't have a set of booty bands, you can go into the description below and get your set. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in and getting on board. I love you all so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in another video.